We're alive. We're alive. Good morning, everybody.
Hi, guys. Sorry for the ugly background. We had everything all set up and ready, and then all of a sudden, can you guys hear us? Somebody leave a comment saying if you can hear us. Anyway, we had everything set up, and then all of a sudden the sun came out, and there was this giant ball of light right in the middle.
Plus fog, which just hazed it all up.
It's true. Is there anybody in there?
We got 4 people. Don't be shy, guys.
Nobody leaving a comment to say if you can hear us. My microphone's buried under my hair.
Can you hear us?
I love this comment. Miss Circle says, "Hey, can you hear us? Can you hear the ATVs going back behind us?" I love this comment from Miss Circle that just says, "Nuh-uh."
I guess not joining us this morning.
Hold on. I'm going to put a comment in here. Sorry, guys. It's kind of a new setup.
And it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while since we had a live chat, so it's really hard to tell if it's working the way we want it to.
Legendary Gamer, give us a yes or no.
Oh, groovy.
Thank you.
Move. See, you entertain the troops. I'm going to move this so I can see the chat better. Can you see it?
I can see it.
Oh, then I guess you're in charge.
I'm in charge. All right. Thank you for the feedback. It's always good to know that we're not talking to ourselves.
Oh, there's a bunch of people in there.
I remember watching you guys, but I don't remember why.
That's because my boobs are covered today.
Oh, snap.
I'm realistic about why a lot of people watch our channel.
That's for sure.
So Arthur requests the National with Lauren Murray.
That sounds doable.
That sounds familiar, actually. Am I just thinking of the Morrissey song?
I don't know.
Is it the Morrissey song?
No, the National is the band, and the song is "I Need My Girl."
Oh. I Need My Girl. Oh, okay. Well, then that's not the Morrissey song. But that would be fun, though. It would be fun if Lauren Mayberry did a Morrissey song. I think, maybe.
Well, for sure.
So, how is everybody today? We're compensating for really bad weather. We just got out of a terrible rainy season, and the humidity is still like 98% right now.
Yes, it's wet. It's wet.
So Carl says, "Have you heard of Electric Six before?" No.
Yes. They did Danger or High Voltage, if I remember correctly.
Oh, I remember that one. That is an old one.
Let me know if I'm correct about that, but I think so. Well, have a good time, Carl. Anyway, whether I'm right or wrong.
It's so funny how many of the really old bands have just kind of dusted themselves off and started doing things again, right? It's
I was right.
So in some ways, it's really good. There's a bunch of our old favorites that have come back that it's kind of nice to see. But in other ways, there's the other ones that it's sort of like, they really probably could have stayed retired.
Should have packed it in.
Yeah. It's kind of sad sometimes when you see like old rock stars that just haven't given it up, right? And they still look like they're trying to be 20-year-old crackheads, and but they're in their 70s and just kind of look sad. It's like the 60-year-old cougar that's in a dress that's just a little too tight, right?
Should have given it up at 55.
Yeah, I'm almost there.
Thank you for the suggestion, Rogerio.
Yes. Broken Twin in Dreams.
Sounds interesting. What kind of music is that?
Yeah, that's a good question. So like I said, we just got out of rainy season. It was funny because we're at our rental house that we're still renovating. So we can put it up on Airbnb, but we were driving down here from our farm yesterday, and it's about a 3-hour drive. And it was the first really good day after rainy season kind of is finished, right? We had almost no rain yesterday at all. It was sunny and beautiful for the first time in a month. And it was amazing because the number of animals we saw dead on the side of the road. I saw more dead animals on the side of the road yesterday
2 dead
than I
monkeys.
have in the entire 3 years we've lived here.
Numerous dead birds.
Almost like the good weather suddenly made everybody stupid. It was kind of
One
sad.
crazy lizard with a death wish in the middle of the road.
Yeah,
not
the
yet
lizard
dead.
made it because I slowed down and scared him off. But actually, in the other room, we have in a box a tiny little cattle egret that I found. He had been freshly hit with a broken wing, and I rescued him. I don't think he's going to make it. His wing is broken and his bone is sticking out, but I've got him in a tube sock, and I've been trying to feed him and water him since yesterday, but we'll see. We'll cross our fingers, but it's not looking good for the egret, unfortunately.
No, it's not. Good morning, Journey of History. Hi.
So, guys, what are you all up to? Because we're recording today, so we're taking all your suggestions today, and we're going to do a whole bunch of reactions. So make them good. We've got a list, but I'd like to add to it because we've got a couple of weeks worth to record today. Because we got some traveling coming up.
Yep.
But anyway.
Got some friends coming down. Take a little break.
Yeah, so in a
do
couple
some
of weeks,
stuff.
I'm hoping by the end of December, this house is going to be done, and I'm going to share video of all the transformation. We've been working really, really hard to fix this house up. It's an old Tico house. It's beautiful, right? But it's very kind of rustic and not pretty.
No, let's just say the aesthetic sensibilities in Costa Rica are different.
Well, I mean, the Costa Ricans are utilitarian, so when they build things, they build them to just work and do what they need to do, but they don't pay very much attention to how they look lots of times, mostly because I think the natural beauty surrounding us is so much that it's like, why put extra effort in making, the countertop nice? So it's been quite a bit of work to try to make it up to like a North American standard, and only because we like the Tico style, but if we're going to rent it out to vacationers, that's a different story.
They don't want the eyesore green and black tile.
Guys, the tile that was in this house when we first moved in was the ugliest tile I've ever seen. It was this terrible, green and black paisley, and it was so shiny. It was the worst. I spent 8 days with the angle grinder grinding the surface off to reveal the terracotta tile underneath.
And it was actually 3 similar tiles in different patches of the floor.
Yeah, so they were different. On top of being ugly, they were also different. Somebody figured out 3 different ways to make this ugly tile. It was really awful.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, look at the angle grinder. I lost my fingernail. Oh, I'm not giving you the finger, I promise. No, you can't really see it anyway. It's growing back. Carl says, if you want to relive retro, then I'd say...
He's coming back with it. ... He's coming back with it.
I'm on the edge of my seat right now. Oh, I didn't pour a coffee.
This is the last one.
Can I have a sip?
Yes.
Thank you. So, it's been a quiet week on the channel, guys. I'm wondering if it's just because of American Thanksgiving or if we're making some bad choices. I was a little bit surprised a few of the choices we had on there that didn't get a lot of views. And I was like, what's happening? Because Ren used to do really well, and our last decks did really well, but then the most recent one, it's been just really quiet. Jamie, hi. I wish I could read that better.
It says,
react to more Paris Paloma. Okay, so I'm gonna say something probably a little controversial. So Jamie, I appreciate the suggestion. I do like Paris Paloma. We'll do more, but we started doing labor, and I had to bail out of it just because we're pro-life, and I didn't appreciate the message as much as would have been appropriate And I didn't want to put out a reaction that was going to be negative or really controversial because I respect other people's choices. I'm not going to be the kind of person that tells other people how they should live, but it's just not a message that I could get behind. So I decided partway through we were just going to cut it out because we don't like putting out reactions that are negative or that we can't say anything nice about.
Yeah, and we also don't like lying through our teeth.
That too.
So we don't.
So I'm not going to lie and say how great it was or how much I appreciated the message when I don't, and I didn't want to say anything too negative. So, but I will check out other Paris Flum songs because we really like her as a performer. Her voice is really nice, and I like the sound of her music. Some messages I just can't get behind. So, Electric Six, I Buy the Drugs.
Churches.
That's a Church's song?
No, Downside of Me is a Church's song.
Oh, okay. There needs to be a comma there. Oh, okay. Oh, Carl came back with after his dot. Okay. Thank you, Jamie. I'm sorry. Like, I know it's not a very popular opinion these days among women, but it's just, that's how I feel, right? Like, to each their own. So, but we'll check out some other ones. I do have her on the list. It's just, there was a whole bunch in the last month or two, a whole bunch of brand new stuff that all just got thrown out from acts that we really like that we wanted to try, and it's kind of bogged down the ongoing list. So
you got some good suggestions here, though.
Yeah, I've noticed a few.
For the Churches, Electric
That's
Six.
good. Yeah, we love the Churches.
There's something else up there I don't remember, but we'll review the chat later. Don't worry.
So it's that new Churches stuff. I'm wondering because I haven't been keeping up on the Churches lately. I've been just really busy. So keeping up on almost anybody is very hard.
Construidora.
Almost any of the new stuff that we've put out is only because YouTube nagged me. That it's like, oh, here's something new. And I was like, oh, okay, let's do that. But if YouTube doesn't nag me, right, like I can't keep on top of it right now. I've just been so busy building furniture.
Nice furniture.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I hope so.
You know it is.
So, and hey guys, just joined the chat. Have you considered doing vlogs? Yeah, and actually, if you're looking for that, I have another channel that actually I haven't posted on for like 6 months because I was
that's generous. Probably closer to a year.
maybe 8 months. Anyway, I think it's February when it was the last one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, about our I don't know. Can I find the link for it? No, I don't want to do that right now. But anyway, it's Ginger in the Wild. If you want to search that on YouTube, I have a channel there that has a bunch of videos about our life in Costa Rica.
Yeah.
I would like to revive that when I have a little more time to dedicate to it.
There's a travelogue style beach video on this channel.
Oh, we have a couple actual travel style beach videos here. What is the playlist for that is You Entertain the Troops While I Live.
They can't see me tap dance. There's just not enough space between me and the camera.
You can't tap dance anyway, can you?
Watching me try would be entertaining.
It would be fun. It's true.
So who else has suggestions while Ginger looks for that answer?
What is the playlist for those?
Something flying into my head.
There are bugs here. Many, many bugs.
Many bugs. I was just falling asleep last night and something buzzed by my ear and landed on my face. It was quite
That's
disturbing.
always good in the middle of the night. Ooh.
Yes.
You're very entertaining, Mike.
I know. You're the talker. You're Johnny. I'm Ed. You are correct, sir. Oh, Paramore. More Paramore. That's a good idea. Thank you, Carl.
Yeah, I love the Paramore, actually. That was a bit of a surprise how much I was going to enjoy them. They looked a little bit like totally not our bag, but I enjoyed them a lot more than I expected to. They have this really cool, quirky... Oh, you know what? What is that other band? Phantasma? Something like that? We meant to get back to them, and they were odd and weird, too, in a way that I really liked.
odd and weird as our speed
Is
sometimes.
it under extras? Let me look. No.
I think that one of the videos was Playtime with Mike and Ginger. Why don't you just search for that and see what playlists it's in? Not just a hat rack, my friends.
You look terrible in hats.
Oh, Charles is suggesting more fascia. Always a good plan.
Oh yeah, we love the fascia. The last couple ones we had a little bit of struggle with them, copyright wise. Oh, stop!
Ginger's having her struggles.
I'm technically like awful, not coordinated at all.
More bugs. Why are we doing this outside?
I don't know what the playlist is anyway.
But it was Playtime with Mike and Ginger.
Yeah,
Search it.
Playtime with Mike and Ginger's. Look, we have a couple beach videos, and we have I think one of our hikes to Monteverde is in there, and
that's on this channel.
yeah, Christmas time on our farm last year is on there too, where we got our new goats and right after we got our goats. And so I set up a Christmas tree and all these little gifts underneath in the yard for the animals, right? So like inside the gifts were things that the animals like the goats. I chopped up a bunch of papaya, and I think it was papaya. And for the turkeys and the ducks, we just gave them all the treats that they like, right? It's a little different when you have animal children as opposed to when you have real children, right? Like when we had our kids and they were young, I used to go to elaborate lengths for the Christmas tree. I have pictures actually of one year where we got all the kids beanbag chairs. So we had 6 kids, and we were kind of at a loss. What do we get the kids this year? But we just were moving into a new house, and it had sort of a playroom in the basement. And I said, well, let's get them beanbag chairs. They each have their own, and that way nobody has to fight over beanbag chairs, because this one's mine, this one's yours. We went and picked all individual beanbag chairs, and then I got these gigantic boxes, right, like huge boxes, all the same size box, and I wrapped them all with this like a huge bow on top, and then I stacked them like a pyramid in the living room next to the Christmas tree.
There was much intrigue.
Yeah, one time. And then when the kids came home and saw them, right, like all of them were like, oh my God, what's in those boxes? And then they spent like the 3 weeks leading into Christmas all trying to figure out what was in this box, right? And like my eldest son, who at the time I think was about 12, he's very canny, and he's trying to convince all the kids there's like nothing in the box, or it's something super small, and she got this huge box for nothing just to fool us, right? Yeah. It was fun.
Hey, Christmas stories, it's appropriate. Happy December, everybody.
It's true. Oh my God, it's December 1st.
It's hard to remember down here sometimes.
Let's see. Yeah, it is hard to remember. We were driving down yesterday, and the sun was out, and it was so hot yesterday. It had to be 29 degrees, 30 degrees maybe. And like,
that's a lot higher number for you Americans.
Yeah. I turned to him, it's like, Mike, tomorrow's December 1st. Like, oh my God. Yeah. It's hard to remember it's December. I saw pictures from the area where we used to live in Ontario, and there's snow like this thick on the top of the cars. I'm like, oh my God, I do not miss that at all.
Nope.
So anybody else have Christmas plans? Share some of that.
Yes.
It's nice when we talk, but sometimes it's nice when you guys talk too.
We get all festive.
Yeah, I like getting into our viewers' lives a little and see how everybody's doing.
That sounds a little creepy when you put it like that.
Not like in a busybody way, right? Like I'm not a busybody. So, Anchor, Prisoner Nervosa. What's that last word? That's Cyrillic, but I don't know what it says. I don't know how to say that.
3 suggestions. Thanks, Maximilian. That's awesome.
Oh, Gazendo, hello.
Hey.
Gazendo's going to have a Newman reaction of some kind suggestion. I do have your Newman suggestions on the list, Gazendo. The list is very long right now. So we'll get to them. There was a reasonably new Raven Newman that we were actually going to put on our recording list for today. So Cyndi Lauper, oh my God, she's still doing music?
I don't know.
Is that
I mean,
new?
that song could be 30 years old. Who knows?
Oh, it could be.
How old is that song, Andrew?
At Last. Oh, is that like the At Last? Did she do that one? I
Maybe.
love Cyndi Lauper in a nostalgic way, but I haven't kept track of her
No.
since I was a teenager, right? Other than, I think, what was when she did that Roy Orbison song?
I was just about to
probably the
mention it.
most recent thing.
I drove all night. She did a great job on that one.
Yeah, I actually like her version better than the original. Which
Okay, let's not get carried away.
I do.
She did a great job, but
yeah, it was
I don't know
really
that it's
good.
better than the original.
It was more dynamic, I think.
Mm.
But yeah, Cyndi Lauper. Oh, that could be a little tough to get through copyright, but we can try.
Mm-hmm.
We can try.
Yes, we can.
It's been a little bit of struggle with the copyright lately, actually. I don't know if there's just been new policies handed down in a lot of the recording companies, or I don't know, maybe reaction channels are actually starting to lose their luster. It's hard to say, right? Like,
Boo.
there's a bunch. I got a bug in here. There's a bunch of them out there now. Like, every time I look on my YouTube page, there's a new one.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know, maybe we're just oversaturated now.
All right, I don't feel bad. Maximilian doesn't know what that Russian word is either.
Oh, I used to actually. My first husband was Bulgarian, so I was learning Bulgarian when we first got married. So I used to know the alphabet, and the good thing about Cyrillic languages is it's completely phonetic, right? So when you see the word written out with its alphabet, you could sound the word out. I mean, it doesn't help you understand what the word means, but it makes pronunciation really easy because there's no tricks like there is in English, where
That's because English isn't a language. It's 3 languages in a trench coat.
Yeah,
pretending to be a language.
Pretty much. So
I don't remember who said that, but it sticks with me because it's 100% accurate.
It is 100% accurate. So yeah, so I used to be able to read the language, but now I can't even. I've forgotten most of it. That was 30 years ago. Yeah, 30 years ago. Wow, I'm old.
At least you don't have a gray beard.
Because I know it's just here for the chat. I'm not going to give any suggestions today. Yes, actually, Gazendo's list is a little bit long.
Sorry, Gazendo. It can't be the Gazendo channel.
Oh, and I found my second channel. Very good. Yeah, I'm sorry I haven't posted on there in a while. Actually, it's funny because when I was building the furniture for this house, I actually took a bunch of video. And I was going to put together a building video because it was my first real furniture build. I built all the beds and they came out actually quite beautiful. But then I broke my phone and I lost a bunch of the video. So that kind of at that point, because I was in the middle of all the furniture building, got really frustrated and just gave up and said, I'm not doing any more videos until the building's all done. But I will put one up of the before and after of this house because there's been so much change. And I'm actually kind of proud of the work that I've done here so far.
You should be.
Thank you. It's not my biggest build. Like the rebuild of our previous house in Canada after our fire was far more intensive. It was a lot more, and the end result was a lot more dramatic, but I don't have video of it. Well, I only have video of some of that, like the staircase, that one I did, and countertops, I guess. But yeah, so hi, Valerie.
Good day, Daniel.
She said, bear with me. And I was like, there's a bear there? Yeah, I'm still waking up.
She chose
too.
the bear. Sorry, we're terminally online.
So Anna says that word means pest control.
Huh.
I mean, you could try in Costa Rica, but you're not going to make it. The pests they're big here.
Fumigadoras are big businesses.
It's true. So we had fumigation done on this house maybe a month ago because it had carpenter ants and termites, which is totally normal here. It's very common. But Yeah, I've noticed a few of them traipse. I've had to kill a couple in the last week or so, so it doesn't last very long. And I know the leaf cutter ants, like even if you try, it's just a wasted effort. You're not going to win against leaf cutters for sure. A very dramatic upshot here, right? I have to lean in just to read. So, Bahara and Siberian black metal. So I guess I'm some strange Russian. Oh, it's some strange Russian dialect. I thought Maximilian was saying he was a strange Russian. I was like, aren't they all? I know quite a few Russians. They're all a little strange. I don't know if it's the too much vodka in the genes, too cold, or not enough sunlight, or I don't know. There are different breed Russians.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, they're a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun with Russians. But one thing I learned, and I learned it the hard way. We learned it the hard way. Never buy a used car from a black Russian. Just trust me, guys. Okay. Oh, it's Serbian. That's Serbian, not Russian. Oh, you know some Serbian, don't you? Or you used to?
I know how to say potato. I've been divorced from the Serb for a long time, Ginger.
Yes, my first husband was Bulgarian. His first wife was Serbian. Yeah, that was a trip. Serbians are also very interesting people. Not so much in a good way for a large share of them. Not so much in a good way. Too much war, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Damaged.
I suppose. I mean, there's been war everywhere in history, right? It's kind of the.
Okay, we're not going to participate in the dialectical arguments. You guys go ahead. We're going to move on. Oh, Gesundheit lied.
I Can Be Your Mother by Sofia Isela. Oh. And no relation to the Newman family. That's different.
He's not an actual total monomaniac.
That's okay. Everybody has their favorites, of course, right? But
I say it with love, Gesundheit.
It's true. That's true. Okay, well, that's a nice suggestion. Sofia Isela.
We like Incredible.
Her name, yeah. We're kind of looking for new stuff, right? Like we've been going back to a lot of the people that we know, because we still really enjoy them. But I've been for a little while. It's been feeling a little stagnant, and I keep going, how do we find new stuff? I troll the YouTube homepage, but like at this point now, half the time, my homepage is just saturated with other reactions, and I'm like, well, that doesn't help me.
I'm not going to react to the reaction, and I'm not going to always react to the same thing other people already reacted to. I mean, sometimes we'll pick one if it looks interesting, and it's like, and other people have a whole bunch of views on it. It's like, well, maybe that's a really good one, right? Like that's sometimes a good indicator of something that you don't want to miss. But yeah, it's hard. I've been having a lot of trouble coming up with new stuff and I know, like I could go on Spotify and pick one of the lists and like of the new stuff, but I gotta be honest, guys, a whole bunch of the new stuff, especially the really popular stuff, is all kind of trash, right? Like I don't want to listen to hip hop. What is that? Like all that Drake stuff, right? Like, you used to call me on your cell phone.
Oh man, I can't do that stuff. It's hard to find other stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm too old and I don't know how to look.
Heidi ho, Jacques. Or shall I say
Jacques.
Bonjour?
He's filled up my DMs on X. I haven't got to them because I was too busy. But I saw that you left me a bunch of messages, so we'll get to that. He had some suggestions too. So, very dark and eerie video. Oh, I love dark and eerie. So does Mike, actually.
Yeah.
How are two of my favorite people doing?
I don't know. Who are they?
Oh, yeah, I just made the assumption it was us, but could be somebody else. Maybe it's Valerie, right? She's in there saying hi. Good. I mean, Jacques been keeping track because I post updates on my X like multiple times a day. So it's really hard to ignore how I'm doing because I'm just kind of in your face all the time. It's like, oh, here's what I'm eating right now.
No, it's not Instagram. Come on now.
I do put that. I put what I eat all the time.
I know. I'm just
and then
slagging
like,
Instagram.
here's the bird I just rescued off the side of the road, and here's an interesting butterfly I just found. And so yeah, it's really hard to not know how I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, I guess you could say, mentally incontinent.
That's just gross.
I don't know. Maybe that's not the right way to say it.
I suppose there's grosser ways to be incontinent. Ooh,
Oh, Jacques says he likes the tin bathroom. Okay. So that was a little bit controversial. It started out, so just to keep everybody up to date, on my X, I posted a few example pictures of like a bathroom that had like corrugated tin walls, like the corrugated tin that they use on the roofs here. And I asked, because I have this hideous old tile and I don't have time or money right now to smash the tile out and put new stuff. So the question was, how do I cover it with something new without having to do all that? And I had the idea, oh, well, we're going for kind of bohemian industrial chic, right? So maybe corrugated tin on the walls. We'll give it a bit of a kind of it's a jungle house, right? So it's not going to be pristine or fancy in any measure. So the industrial look kind of might work, right? And the bathroom has raw edgewood vanity and some bamboo that I used to make the doors for the vanity and stuff. So
and above the tile, the existing wall is
raw edgewood
planks.
So there's a lot of natural wood look in there too. So I thought that juxtaposed with the industrial look of the tin might actually look kind of nice. And it started out, I had a bunch of comments saying, oh, I really like that, or it's a good idea. And then all of a sudden I got this onslaught of people that are all like, that screams poor, and like complaining about the noise. It's like, you guys don't understand. The rain in this country, you're not getting away from noise. The roof is tin, right? Like,
yeah, water on tin is a common sound here.
and it's not just that, right? Like it's quiet right now, but there's normally birds everywhere, and it's always noisy here. There's howler monkeys in the background sometimes. So the idea that you're going to come to Costa Rica and think anything's going to be quiet.
You have a friend.
Cool. Usually my friends introduce themselves first before they physically assault me, but okay. So anyway, so I was a little surprised, but regardless of the feedback I got, I'm going to do the tin on the walls in the bathroom because I really like the way it looks, and it's a cheap fix, and it's easy enough to remove later and replace if it rusts, or remove when I have time to actually smash the tile out and put new tile. I'd really like to do mosaic tile in there. I just don't have time to do that. We're trying to get it ready to rent out starting in January when high season starts here. And so I'm running out of time, and I still have a kitchen to make. So anyway,
the kitchen's mostly made. Just need to hook up the plumbing and do countertops. Yeah,
we're pouring concrete countertops tomorrow together, guys. Yeah, maybe I'll record some of that and we'll share our.
No pictures.
You're gonna get on camera. It's I like it best when the camera catches your butt. So okay, I've been missing some of the comments because I was busy chatting.
That's why we keep you.
Oh, infected rain. Jamie, yes. Actually, and Lena Scissorhands, we have a Seas on the Moon reaction.
Where she's
singing. It's on my playlist. It was Regress. What's the name of that song?
I think that's the one, yeah.
And I love her. But see, the thing is about infected rain, somebody doesn't like the Screamo so much. So it's really hard to get him to listen to Screamo songs. I put a Ginger on the list to record today. Ginger has a new song out, and I got him to agree to that, but it's sometimes really hard.
It's rolled off the screen, but I saw the Marilyn Manson suggestion.
Oh, excellent.
Sorry, I lost it.
Yeah, I love the Marilyn Manson.
I just want to acknowledge that it's there and I see it.
Yeah, the heart-shaped glasses was a really good choice, actually. So yeah, I love the Lena Scissorhands' voice. I find her really compelling, but the Screamo is a little bit hard for Mike. So it's better if you can make a suggestion for a song in that genre that has a lot more melodic bits in it, then it's more likely to get picked because Mike can tolerate the screamo if there's a lot of melodic bits in it too, which is why sometimes the ginger makes it through.
So legendary 3D gamer, bring it. Just throw it in the chat.
Yeah, dude.
Tommy, hi. That's, I think, Finland, right? That flag?
It looks like it might be. Somewhere
Correct me if I'm wrong, Tommy. I don't mean to be offensive, but I don't know every flag of everywhere.
Valerie says some in the chat are metalheads. Some in the chairs too, actually. So Cindy is still doing music. Okay, that's Cindy Lauper, for those of you who missed the previous comment. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little, I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I thought she was just in theater, right? Like for a long time, I think she was just doing a bunch of theater.
Was she doing live theater? Really?
Oh yeah, lots, I think.
I didn't know.
I'm trying to remember. I think she was in something. Oh, look at my hair now. Sorry, guys. I think she was doing something with the word boots in it. Red boots.
Kinky boots?
Maybe. I don't know.
That was a thing, right?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe. So, Gazendo's with you on the screamo, I think. Liliac live on stage. Anxiety kills the beautiful. With Abby back on drums. Woo! On maternity leave. Oh, I'm so happy for her. See, I haven't been keeping track of them either. Oh, I loved having babies. That's my favorite thing. So I love it when I hear about people having new babies. So New Ginger is good. And Jacques is melodic. Okay. Venus in Furs by Paz Lenchantin. That's new. Which
syllable gets the emphasis? I don't know.
Andrew says Cindy's 71 and he's seeing her in Glasgow next year. I got a lot of respect for people that can still perform it into their older years, right? Like Tina Turner was a force to reckon with right up to the end, and it's incredible to see that. I hope I can make it that far and still be like mobile and lucid. Blackbriar, we like Blackbriar. We've done a few Blackbriar songs in the past. Yeah, so Kinky Boots. It was Kinky Boots. Almost like you've seen it or something.
I have not seen it. I just have a mind like a steel trap.
Since he sees the words kinky, he's like, I'm in.
Starting to rust, but it's a steel trap.
Paz played bass for the Pixies and Smashing Pumpkins. Oh, were you a Smashing Pumpkins fan? Probably not, right?
Not huge. I like some of their songs. I like some, but not.
They were grunge, right?
Not a general fan.
They're grunge.
That era, but not really grungy.
You wouldn't have called Smashing Pumpkins grunge, really? Guys, am I right? I would have called them grunge. That was our era, somewhat. But I would have called them grunge. Maybe not. But my dad had the album, so maybe not. That first album, what was it called again? Something about dreams.
Siamese Dreams.
Siamese Dreams. My dad had that album. He had that one and the Tragically Hip one. That first big one.
The first big one? Was that... you talking about the one that had Courage on it?
Probably. I can't remember.
That was the only one.
Most of our viewers probably don't know who's Tragically Hip are. Big Canadian band. New Order. You had a luck on that one. Sorry, guys. Oh, so Jamie said Nothing But Thieves playing Toronto in October.
We did one of their songs, I think, right?
This sounds familiar, yeah. Yeah, I have to look it up again. Because if it was a good show, it might be worth looking at again. So the problem is we end up, we'll find a band, we'll discover a band, and we really enjoy it. They're really super good. And then we get bogged down in a bunch of other things, and I completely forget about them. Like there's one song I remember, it had like a black and white video, and it had the camera, it was like inside a big, like a lighthouse or something. The camera went in a big circle around and around. And I remember the sound of the song was so beautiful and really compelling. I absolutely loved it. I can't for the life of me remember the band. It was something Nordic.
The song title?
Something Scandinavian.
Not enough to even search on.
And I can't even find it on our channel, right? Like I've searched the playlists where I think I might have put it, and I can't for the life of me find it. And I'm so devastated by it because I would